Neymar, is there a solution in sight? I hope so. Ale, when we talk about what's on offer for him or what's on offer for PSG, with potentially a third bid from Barcelona, is it going to happen?
This is what I think about Neymar after this whole saga. I have exactly the same expression on my face as he does in these pictures. Come on, man. Sort it out. Figure it out. PSG have made it clear that they don't want him. He has made it clear that he doesn't want to be at PSG. Barcelona, for some odd reason, think, well, that's the guy we need. All right, if that's the case, then can we meet halfway? Somewhere in the middle, where PSG gives a little bit, Barcelona gives a little bit, Neymar gives a little bit, and then everybody's happy. And guess what? We can stop talking about it. Well, this is going to have to happen soon anyways, because the transfer window is coming to a close. And so if indeed PSG wants to get rid of Neymar, they have to take a step forward. If indeed Barcelona wants Neymar desperately, they have to take a step forward. And they seem to be putting offers together, but those offers don't seem to be enough for PSG. And in the middle of all this, you have a world-class talent who, by the way, if you're PSG and he's not gone after the transfer window closes, you have to play him because he makes you better. And somehow you have to put behind you all this nonsense. Well, that's easier said than done. But the best way to do that is actually having the guy out on the field showcasing his talent. I think he stays at PSG because I don't think that in the end Barcelona or PSG or Neymar are going to give in and going to meet halfway.
Let's say that happens then. Let's say he stays. They need about 50% extra productivity out of him in terms of minutes on the field than they've got so far in the first 2 years of his deal. Well, 3 years left. This year, given what he's been through with the saga, given what he's been through with injuries, is he going to be able to give them 45 games?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. And neither does PSG and neither does Neymar, to be honest. But this is what you signed up for if you're PSG. This is you wanted him to be the angular piece of your success, the critical piece for you to achieve the things that you wanted to achieve. Well, here it is. So you have to have him out there, and he has to be out there in important moments, in key moments. The best thing that Neymar can do now is, can he just focus on being a very good player, an excellent talent, and do the things out on the field that make him a good player. Simplify his game, dribble here a couple of guys, dribble there a couple of guys, finish a couple of chances, pass the ball to Mbappe, communicate with your teammates, make sure that they are better, make sure that you are becoming better, be a leader. So all the things that he hasn't quite done with the consistency that PSG want him to do, that's what he should be doing now. Now, whether that's going to happen, it's only for Neymar to figure out and for PSG to figure out whether they're willing to forget all the things that they said and soften their position on Neymar, which they said, well, we don't want him here. They both have to give in. They haven't, and I don't think they will. And yet, you still have him available, so therefore, you should play him. You just got to play him. That's the only choice you have when you have that sort of investment and that sort of talent.
And finally, if then they do give in and go the other way and do the deal, and let's say all the parties come to your sort of kumbaya moment of softening their positions and everyone leaves happy, it's not really about the economics, is it, for PSG? It's about turning down the upside and saying that their original project with Neymar has failed. And to see him go to Barcelona and maybe he does have a bit of a renaissance, that's where they'll be kicking themselves.
Well, it's cutting their losses in their mind and saying it's a shift in philosophy. Is we are not going down this path where the player is running the locker room, where the player is more important than the team, where the individual is more important than the organization and the club as a whole. This is not what we want to be, and this is not the image that we want. So in shifting that philosophy, you're going to have to be willing to live with the potential results and consequences that maybe he walks into Barcelona, and Barcelona, with the team that they already have in place, become that much more powerful, and so therefore potentially champions of Europe, and Neymar may just be doing samba with Barcelona in a Champions League final. You're going to have to live with that if you're PSG, but if you've already taken that position, it's very difficult to backtrack. It's very difficult to say, well, you know, he wanted to leave and we wanted him to leave, but he's a PSG player and the fans are going to embrace him again. Good luck with that.
Okay, well, it will be fascinating to see how this lengthy saga plays out, but more than that, come September 2nd, we're hoping that it will be a relief.